another one of our reviews. I'm Worm, this is the Proton. Today is just a little quick, like 5-10 minute review, guys. This is just literally, we got a little device from vapegear.co.uk, they sent it free of charge, won't affect our review. Basically something you can use to replace something on your aero tank or add it to pre-existing Kanger tanks.
Indeed. What we're doing today, guys, is a little tiny box, and this is an airflow control valve from Vape Gear from Kanger Tech, and what it is an airflow control valve. It's kind of the one that comes standard on the bottom of the aero tank, but they sell it separately for $2.99, as you say. And what you can do is you can use this to upgrade your Pro Tank. It says Pro Tank 2 and Pro Tank 3, but it can also be used with a Pro Tank 1. Alright, so the advantage is it's going to give you an adjustable draw, but there are other advantages as well. Those of you who have got the Pro Tank 2s in particular will know that with a lot of devices that are flush fitting, you don't get any air feed whatsoever. It's something that we encountered when we first got the Pro Tank 2, which is why I didn't fucking work on anything, especially things like your Provaris and your mechs. So what we're going to do is just very quickly show you what it is in case you haven't seen it, and then we'll show you what you need to do to use it. So
we're not going down top close, guys.
No, it's not worth it.
Just going to sit right up close and you can see his beard.
Yeah, it's not ginger before anyone says anything.
This is Auburn.
This is Moulin Rouge. Right, little box, simple as that, guys. Open it up and inside, that's what you've got, alright? And then literally around the outside there, just there, you spin it around and then you've got your airflow control. Now, this is a Pro Tank, nice and full of Vape Gear's juice actually. All you need to do is very briefly unscrew this here, which you used to do if you were used to filling it. Ignore the fact I've got e-liquid on my hands, and unscrew your ATI head. Screw your ATI head into the airflow control, then screw the airflow control into the bottom of the Pro Tank 2. That's you done. That's how easy it is to use. That was with a full tank. I've literally just filled it, and then chuck it on your device.
We did that on purpose, by the way, just so you can see you could do it if you've got a tank in use. Right,
chuck it on your device, screw it down a bit. And there you go, now I've got adjustable flow on a Pro Tank 2. Using a Pro Tank 2 coil, so like I say, guys, it's literally just a case of, I don't know if you can see it there you go, and then bring it up to adjust your flow. Now, we did say this in the aero tank review, at its most open, it's fractionally tighter than a standard Pro Tank 2. So bear that in mind. If you're a fan of how loose the Pro Tank 2 is, this isn't much tighter, but it is a slight fraction tighter.
But if you're using a device that you can get no airflow on, this is an upgrade because it's much looser than that. So you kind of got to give and take with it, sort of thing. For $2.99 is it?
$2.99.
For $2.99. Sorry guys, slight hiccup there, but yeah, for $2.99 for this airflow control ring, I mean, yes, it does limit the draw compared to the actual Pro Tank 2 standard setup. But if you're using it on a device that has no airflow because you can't get any airflow for it, it's going to be 19 million times better, isn't it? So you can actually get airflow and use your device on anything you want. So
there you go.
It's a bargain if you look at it that way. I
think so. I mean, in terms of the performance of the device, it doesn't alter anything. It doesn't make the device any better performing or any worse performing in terms of flavour, for example. But, well, I don't know. Let's see if we close it off a bit. I mean, tighter draws will typically give you a more intensified flavour, so let's close her off. A little bit better, but it's about the same, you know. But as I say, the main advantage is that one, you've got an adjustable airflow, and this is a good adjustable airflow on these, as we said in the aero tank review. But also, it enables you to use this on all devices because it's air fed from the sides. So that's for me the advantage there. I mean, what I might do is drill it out a bit and make it really airy. Just so you
Why not?
Loads and loads of airflow control. But yeah, guys, no, I mean, this is just a quick video just to make you aware that it's out there, because I know that a lot of you guys will use Pro Tank 2s, and the no airflow control on them and other Pro Tanks is a pain in the arse. So this £3 is going to put that as a thing of the past.
Plus, it is a spare airflow control if you do break or lose your actual aero control base anyway. So I mean, it's kind of one of those, if you lose anything on your Pro Tank 2, your Pro Tank 1, your Pro Tank 3 or your aero, the base predominantly obviously, there is a spare base now that is going to give you airflow, and it's worth the upgrade if you ask me. I mean, especially if you're using like Provaris and stuff like that. You looking about that?
Right, all I will say, guys, is that this is a David. The David uses the same base as a Pro Tank 2, which is that one, and that's that one. So there's no reason, don't quote me on this. Sorry about that, guys. It's almost as if you're not meant to record YouTube videos when you're at work and the phone rings and does you over in it. But hey, right, what I was saying was, just before I cut it, run over here. The base of this tank, the adjustable flow, fits in place of this Pro Tank 2 base. This David there uses a Pro Tank 2 base, so I'm just going to bear with me 1 second.
Can you hold that tank?
This may be like a new discovery by the W&P. In which case, let me just. I mean, alternatively, we could do a W&P special, be completely wrong, and just wasted 2 minutes of your time.
But basically, it's just putting the Aspire coil into the airflow control
dingle
base that you can buy separately for $2.99 again.
It's like a running commentary.
I know, sometimes we forget, like, the hours, at least in this one you're getting all of them.
That's the Kanger airflow control with an Aspire coil in. And if we now, bear in mind that David uses an adapter in order to allow it to use Aspire coils, which makes it long anyway. So now what we have is a really long airflow control, and then David with adapter, but
it is working. Ta-da!
So there you go. That's another one to add to the list, Keith and Kirsty. It also works with your Vape Davids, and that'll be David Kings as well. So, I mean, yeah, you can add length to it, because actually an original Pro Tank, like the Pro Tank, would be ending here, and we've got all of that going on there. But that is now a David, which can be used with Pro Tank coils or Vape coils with adjustable airflow. So,
doesn't the David also have adjustable juice flow?
The King doesn't.
The King. Oh, the King. So the King, if you put on the King, you have juice flow and airflow.
And 2 coil options. That is awesome. So there you go, guys. That's another use for your Kanger airflow control. You can use it in your Vape Davids to give yourself an airflow control on the David. So I think that's awesome sauce. So there you go. We've got 1, 2, 3, 5 tanks. This airflow control will I work with. If you include the 2 Davids and the 3 Kanger Techs, and for $2.99. I think that's a good upgrade. I mean, if you're looking for a looser draw than your tank's already offering, then you're not really going to get much looser. I mean, in actual fact, like I say, from the Pro Tank 2, it's actually slightly tighter. But if you are one of these people that wants an adjustable flow for flavours, or you would prefer a slightly tighter draw, that there is an awesome little setup. Same as the Aero tank, same as Pro Tank 2, with this adapter. So that adapter, £3, spot on for any of these tanks. Awesome sauce. So yeah, I don't really think so much more than that. I can't believe it. You know, we've helpful for once. We found something out. You watch someone else have done.
See, we do try.
Someone else has been like, yes, you can use it in a David, and we haven't watched that video. But there you go, guys. Right, thank you very much for watching. I've been Mr. Proton. This has been the Worm. Check out Vape Gear here and here. And if you're after one of them, spot on if you've got a Pro Tank or Davids. So there you go. Thank you very much for watching. Worm, Proton. See you soon.